Pretty sure the rest is just story now. Shadow the Remnants. The warning scale exhibits no change. It should be safe to remain here and begin our search. But whither now? I would sense Azdaja, were she remotely near, but there is nothing. Might you not call to her? I don't know you have come. Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast distances. For that, I require my true form. And even were it possible, a dragon's call is born upon ether. It is liable to draw more voice sent to us. Let's see. In any case, there's little exploration to be done while we can confine to this isolated isle. I propose we begin by learning what we can from the castle's occupants. An understanding of their ways may prove useful to our cause. Very well. Let's hope a few of them are capable of speech. Let's all remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. We reconvene afterwards. This one does not put stare. Well, yeah. Ours glares at you. It's unlikely that you will learn anything from it. Some seem willing enough to converse. Whether they have the ability to do so is another matter. What enticing or ether you have? Give me some. Give me some. Aw, but if I were stronger, I'd be able to keep you. Fine. I'll find someone else. Think of feeding. Better to take your inputs. Like the prevailing tongue in the language of this world bears a resemblance to our own, it may be assumed that they share a common ancestor. The mistress's eyes are beauteous, sublime. To bask in her gaze is bliss. But now she's gone, never again will I feel her gaze. No, mistress, no orders. What am I doing now? Butters endlessly, not sparing you so much as a glance. I serve, I obey. Please don't eat me. A dragon? What's that? Does it taste good? I don't know anything about it. Don't know about anything. But the one we caught recently, they seem to know lots. We threw them in the dungeon, but clever ones are tasty. You might have been eaten already. You've learned all you can from this oyster. In the dungeon, you may be able to find the one mentioned. Oh, we're just gonna go ourselves? Okay. I have nothing to share. While those I approached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding a conversation worth the name. My experience was much the same. Lower rung void set tend to have lower intelligence, you see. Pity, Skarmonek is dead. He was talkative at least. What of you? clever sent a clever voice sent in the dungeon. That would be the area in which we emerged. Indeed. Let's take ourselves back there and find this voice set, preferably before its fellows make a meal of it. To the dungeon, then. Whoa. Is this the dungeon? Oh no, this is the throne room. I do not remember those being there. I can't survive without someone to give me ether, but where, oh where will I find a new master? You're really expecting me to just run all the way back? Huh. The doorkeeper. Pray we caught our weekend in the dungeon before being served up to the mistress tender, as she called it. And that's the way she used to like it. Well, let's see. That's crazy. That's crazy. So there's only the one dungeon here. We call it the fourth. The mistress's orders. But the mistress is gone and her orders with her. Rats can infest this castle for all I care. No one comes or goes from this dungeon without permission. So I'll make an exception. Go on, go on. At least they know we're strong enough that at least they understand. Yeah, these guys are strong and dangerous. Food for the mistress's consumption is kept in these cells, with the mistress devoured. We're free to help ourselves. But the clever one is strong. Another warden went in to devour the clever one, but he hasn't come back out. What are we doing? I mislike the feel of this. Must be someone in there? Could this be the clever waiter? Wait. I keep saying void sound. Yep. I had a feeling. You.
You are the friend.
You have the void sound.
I see it now. The bottomless darkness. The insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald.
How did it come to be here?
When Xenos died, its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
Yeah.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
Is that Heidelin's crystal?
Oh no. I think I know how that woman shows up that was in the trailer. And there she is. Well, remember, the Void Sent, I think, are meant to be the people of the 13th consumed.
But how? The light just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
What do you mean, returned? Who are you?
I was once bound to the man named Xenos. His avatar, until you killed him.
With that in mind, we did.
Avatar, as in the Void-sent servants of Reapers. In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art.
Yes.
And through it, he forged a covenant with a being of the Void to lend him strength.
Covenant? A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement. My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to serve his desires.
Your previous appearance. This is your true form, then.
Perhaps, perhaps not. What does it matter?
Indeed, it doesn't. Regardless of your form, you are a void sent by nature.
Now hold
Answer
on.
me this. Are you our enemy too?
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being. And though it was as an avatar, I lost to you once, I have no desire to lose again.
Good enough for me.
Now, you will answer me a question. Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
Well, strictly. Whatever. You know what? Normally I would have picked the middle.
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
That's a complicated question. Don't look at me. I'm as confused as everybody else here. Yeah. Yeah. The moment the crystal started glowing, I knew right then and there. It's like, oh yeah, I know where this is going. When I started Xenos, my mind was shrouded in haze, but one thing was always clear. His obsession with the friend means I do not know exactly. I already know that it referred to you, and that yours was an important existence. As much as one might expect the unexpected, I doubt any of us could have foreseen this turn of events. This seems different from she seems different from other voids, at least those we've met, and the change we witnessed, my sister, is due to your crystal purging the excess darkness in her. Even so, she still harbors a great deal of darkness. I'm very keen to hear what she could tell us about herself, about her world. Yeah, you might wanna. I don't wanna hold up on that, because it's already weird. Wait. Ascians have been added to the end. What? Oh yeah, we do have that. I haven't opened that in a long... I haven't, barely. Yeah. Where everything begins. I doubt you came to the dungeon by pure chance. What is it that you're after? We were looking for a void set with whom we could converse, in the course of which we've learned of you. We are visitors to this world and know little and less of its workings and ways. We would be grateful if you could tell us about it, about yourself. So it's information you seek. What do you offer for it? I beg your pardon. Well, she's got a point. You don't just... Void said do not give unless we stand to gain. If you desire something, you pay the price. That is the sole rule in this world you call the Void. Since, pray forgive my ignorance. But what would be acceptable as payment? I suspect that such coin as we carry has no value here. Void Saint craved one thing alone, ether. Turn for information, I offer you mine. Just not all of it, mind you, but my life. Very well. I will tell you no more than you can afford to pay. Then we have a bargain. If we're to talk about the Void, let us do so outside. Come with me. All the stories. Yeah, it kind
This
of
is where I
does look
belong.
like Castle,
My home.
the Castle in Symphony of
This
the Night.
endless darkness you call the void. There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished. Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
It must have been a terrible war indeed.
It shattered the balance, causing darkness to engulf the world. All life was transformed into monstrosities, void sent. We are the natural order now.
As light begat sin eaters, darkness begat void sent.
The sun was driven from the sky as fleeting day yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, we formed factions and carved out domains. This castle, for instance, its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
If I may, the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a void sent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren. You are different. That much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
As you say, I am void sent, but only in part. The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other, but darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I'd become a woman grown. But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full.
So she's half void sent.
I prey on the weak and serve the strong. I live to survive. Nothing more.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry. I realize, too, that I've neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me void sent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
And call me what you will. I care not.
How about Zero?
What? I'm sorry, are we
Meaning
trying to do...
nothing.
Oh.
A name as fitting as any.
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
As I said, I care not. Zero, then.
I think...
A name is a string of sounds. Its meaning has no bearing on my nature.
That's not true. Because it creates an identity. And your name holds power.
Well, Zero, while there is no end to the questions we could ask, is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here. We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
Yes. Ashdaya is her name, and she is my sister. If you have any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us.
You don't seem to notice that there's a hole in the skin.
Did you say something?
No?
I thought I heard a voice as well. The keening of void scent, perhaps.
I must say, we are rather exposed here. Perhaps we should continue the conversation within the castle. The throne room is defensible, given its few points of ingress. Let us head back there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain. I'll comply, but I expect my payment promptly. Shall have it as soon as we've arrived. So, yeah. It's like I really thought for a moment it's like, we're going to Mega Man X round with Zero and X? It's like, are we gonna run into someone and name them X? But to be honest now, I have no idea how this is going to play out. I mean, I thought we were just going to go like normal FF4 route. It's like, oh, well, the boss would be the Dark Elf, would have been the Dark Elf from FF4 who tormented Toria. And, the queen, like, the lady we're meeting would have been the queen. Zero was going to be the queen, who probably would be trying to help us return the world back to normal. Who begs us? No, but no, this is different. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside. That's fine.
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Very well.
And he's still alive? It's so awkward when you do that.
I should miss my mark.
What a coward.
That fiend again? But we struck it down. Watched it die.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whensoever I please.
Death doesn't exist. Of course. In the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
Repeat.
Your ether. It is reminiscent of that creature's. Ah, my mouth waters at the memory.
What?
I must devour you too. Yes, I must. Ye drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
It's another death they want. I say we give it to them.
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger.
Hard to pay a debt right now.
We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
Oh, man.
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you that much richer and tastier.
At this again.
Your soul is the main serve. Feast upon their flesh.
The castle answers his call. We do well to break up this feast quickly.
Yes.
Let's see these guests on their way.
Behold the power of the Archfiend of Earth!
He hastens their regeneration.
We are deathless! You cannot defeat that which cannot die!
Really doing. Well, I mean, what's up?
Struggle and slaughter on!
This bodes ill.
You know, every time he does that, he's most likely draining his own ether.
We need to drag him out of this damnable beast.
There's no end in sight. A retreat may be in order.
No.
When will you learn? No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing. Your name. You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
A name for which I did not ask.
But you still got a name. He gave you.
But that I nevertheless did accept.
They've been crystallized.
Well now, that's quite the trick.
That makes sense. They can't come back if they're crystallized.
Satisfied?
Completely.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
What is this? What have you done?
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine. However incurred, a debt is a debt. I will repay it here and now.
She can turn voices into crystals.
What did you think? Don't rely all your troop on minions. Wow, you can see them even transforming into crystals. What?
Getting serious, darling. Very well. Let us return the favor.
Ow. Is it trying to enrage itself? Wow. Thankfully, we got a real fight out of him. Kind of glad for that. I didn't like the idea of a fiend being a dungeon boss, but the solo instance is better.
I will return again and again.
No, you won't.
What? My flesh? Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this?
Oh.
To seal ether in crystal. Memoria. But how? How can you have this power?
For she was a warrior of light.
There's no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet, Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom. Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
Still so awkward when you don't have a weapon. when you're a monk and you're using the Emperor's new gloves.
You are welcome, seekers of might. I, Golbez, have called you hither. I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Yes, but what of the crew's gift?
In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Then honor the pact, and pray we are not disappointed.
Very well. Behold.
So he got her probably four powerful void set and made them even more powerful. Oh no.
The fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. Such vibrant ether. This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my 4 arch-fiends. As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other ends.
Are you all right?
I'm surprised we still get visions, actually.
The Void Sense essence remains, but it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scarmelione called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name. And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya. Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
For the ambitions of this Golbez.
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.
In light of our recent experiences, I expect we all have questions. I trust Zero can answer some few of them. We should still be owed at least that much, I dare say. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break just for a moment.